结构上，可以从光轮上，也可以从代谢上。但是呢，有的比如说一个极端，比如说我们还是说刚才说过。
which would someday enable them to learn the foreigners' tricks in making wonderful things. This is an example of how China began to venture on the road to westernization. However, in human relations, Father never seriously advocated the foreigners' ways. The foreigners are as honest, reasonable, and hardworking as we Chinese, he would say. He never saw anything beyond that. Neither did he see any objection to his boys learning their ways and manners. My teacher, on the other hand, was opposed to Father's ideas. The artifice in making clever things, he would say, would have a degrading influence on morals. Haven't our sages told us so? He believed that good morals could only be kept on a high level by living a simple life. Uncle King, my mother's brother, held the same view. He wrote his ideals of life on a piece of red paper, which he posted on the wall near his desk. Burn a stick of incense early in the morning. Be thankful to heaven, earth, the sun, the moon, and stars. There shall be no traitors to usurp the power of the ruling dynasty, nor disobedient sons to worry their parents. Everywhere there shall be bumper crops of rice. Then why shall I worry, even if I am poor? Uncle King was an old scholar. He had passed the civil examinations for the first degree in his early years. He always carried a long pipe, longer than a walking stick, and one heard him constantly knocking his brass bowl on the brick floor. There were no wrinkles on his forehead in his old age, an indication of peace, health, and contentment. He was so gentle that I never saw him in a temper. He spoke slowly but distinctly, and never let unkind words cross his lips.
Welcome to Light on Literature, a representation of timeless works from Chinese literature. Today's narration by Tang Daming is Tides from the West, a Chinese autobiography written by Chang Mengling. Chang Mengling was a well-respected Chinese educator. He served as the education minister of the Republic of China in the late 1920s. Before being appointed president of Peking University in the 1930s. This autobiography reads like a movie script that takes you back to experience what China was like a century ago. Via this book, readers can relive the quiet village lives of Tang's childhood, the fast-changing urban life of his teen years, and the impact of his growing awareness of Western thought, as well as the years of studying abroad that would shape his thinking. Enjoy.
Chapter 5. Trouble Brewing. During the New Year days for vendors to come to the village to sell pictures, some depicting important or thrilling happenings in country, others showing theatrical performances. During one New Year vacation, the attention of the children was drawn to a set of pictures which were rather novel to them. The multicolored scenes showed the silent Japanese War of 1894. One was of a naval battle in the North China Sea. One of the Japanese battleships had struck several large pottery jugs filled with gunpowder, which exploded and set the ship on fire, and it was sinking. There were in the picture hundreds of such jugs floating on the sea. In another picture, Japanese prisoners of war were seen locked in chains, and some kept in cages. A great victory for China. It existed only on paper, but we children believed it. When I grew older, I began to understand that China had been defeated, that we had lost Taiwan, that our navy had been destroyed by the Japanese, and Korea thrown away. Within a short span of 9 years, China had lost 3 dependencies. First Indochina, then Burma, and now Korea. One summer day, as the sun was setting, a farm helper was seen running breathlessly out of my father's study. He had heard a bell ring there without seeing anyone to cause the sound. To him, it must be a ghost, but it was the clock striking 7 in the evening. From time immemorial, the villagers have been getting their fire by striking a steel blade on flint. Someone brought a few boxes of matches from Shanghai. The grown-ups were delighted with this easy method. The children let the firefly glow obtained by scratching a match on the palm in dark corners. It was called self-coming light or ocean light because it came from across the sea. Clocks were unnecessary, for what is the use of keeping exact...
呕吐，大汗淋漓，疼痛到辗转反侧，符合肾绞痛的表现，赶紧去医院啊！马上就排到我了，我不要，我不要！哎呀，姐。
Luxury, had we not gone along nicely with our steel blades and flints, but when we came to kerosene, it was a different proposition. This made night as brilliant as day. There was a world of difference between this and the...
День семьи, Всемирный день журавля. Посмотрите, сколько поводов. Так что пишите 837-757-2299 наш WhatsApp. Здравствуйте, Ретро-ФМ. Поздравляю сына Никиту из Шымкента с днем рождения. Желаю прежде всего здоровья. Желаю найти свое предназначение в жизни, которое...